over here, bud. Up first for the Apaches is Jacob Lopez, number 13. He is a junior and will be playing center field.
Next is Tim Van Kirk, number 7, who will be playing second base and is a senior.
Up third is Jeffrey Castillo, number 88, and he will be playing shortstop for the Apaches today.
Next up is the senior and catcher, number 44, Ty Santa Ana.
Batting fifth is Dominic Tello, number 3, and he will be playing infield for us today.
And next up is number 25, the senior Andrew Skinnell.
Up next is number 22, Dustin Allen, who will be pitching for us today.
Next up is number 17, James Nagaoka, who will be playing first base.
Up next is number 27, Chase Peterson.
And pitching tonight for your Apaches is number 21, the sophomore Chris Wilson. Ball is made with contact on the first pitch. That is caught and put away for the first out of the game.
Beautiful first pitch by Wilson to start off our game.
And up to bat for the Vikings is number 4, McCormick.
McCormick's first pitch of his game is called a strike. He makes contact with the next pitch and is thrown out at first. That'll be our second out for the game, excuse me.
And with 2 outs, that brings up number 34, Gallegos.
The first pitch he sees is a strike. The second pitch is a strike as well, making the count 0-2.
And he strikes number 34 out for the third out of the first inning.
It's a beautiful start to this first half of the inning. A nice quick 3 outs for the Apaches.
And leading off the inning for the Apaches is number 13, the junior Jacob Lopez. He has 23 hits on the season.
Lopez's first pitch is a strike. The second pitch Lopez sees is a strike as well, making the count 0-2.
And pitching tonight for the Santa Monica Vikings is number 22, Jared Levin. He's a senior.
Looks like we had a little changing of baseballs there. The other one must have gotten too slick for him to use. The next pitch Lopez sees is over his head, making the count 1-2. He puts the next pitch in play and is thrown out at first.
And now up for the Apaches is number 7, Tim Van Kirk, the senior. He has 26 hits on the season.
Once again, the pitcher throws that ball a little bit high. But Tim makes contact with the second pitch, fouling it backwards, making the count 1-1. Tim swings at the next pitch, bringing the count to 1-2.
And he hits that one up. That's going to be caught and put away by the center fielder.
That'll be the second out for the inning.
And with 2 outs, that brings up the junior, number 88, Jeffrey Castillo, who has 30 hits on the season.
The first pitch he sees is a strike. Quickly followed by a second strike, making the count 0-2.
And that's hit hard, but will be caught for the third out of the first inning.
Once again, that was a quick 3 outs from both teams right there, and that kind of shows you exactly what you're expecting when you're watching a CIF game.
And leading off for the Vikings is number 20, Iglesias.
Wilson's first pitch for the inning is a ball. But the second pitch is put into play. And they make that first out of the inning.
And the designated hitter tonight for the Vikings is number 21, Melendez.
The first pitch Melendez will see for this game is a strike. He fouls the second pitch backward, making the count 0-2. Wilson's next pitch is called a ball by the umpire, making the count 1-2.
And that's a beautiful strike there by Chris Wilson.
That's the second out for the inning.
And that brings up number 32, Downing.
As you can see from that replay right there, it was right in the middle of that strike zone.
Caught him looking. That's exactly what Chris Wilson wants to do.
Number 32's first ball is put in play.
And that's dug out by the first baseman for an out.
It actually looks like he was called safe, and Arcadia's coach is heading out there to talk with the umpire about that call.
That will be the first hit of the evening. And with one runner on and 2 outs, that brings up number 8, Gutierrez.
Gutierrez's first pitch is a strike. And that was a beautiful play by our catcher right there. That first pitch right there was considered a ball, and they attempted to throw him out at first. The next pitch is put in play.
And that's fielded and caught for the third out. Leading off the inning for your Apaches is the senior and catcher, number 44, Ty Santa Ana. He has a batting average of .349.
He swings at that first pitch for his first strike. Tyus puts his next pitch in play.
That is caught. And we have our little bat boy come out here and receive the bat from the next batter, number 3, Dominic Tello. He has 31 hits this season.
His first pitch is a strike as well, making the count 0-1. He puts the next pitch into play.
And that will be the second out of the inning. And that brings up number 25, the senior, Andrew Scannell. He has 20 hits this season. And it's his birthday. So happy birthday to him.
He puts his first pitch in play. And it is caught by the left fielder for the third out of this inning.
And that is 3 quick pop outs this inning.
Welcome to those of you watching right now. This is the first round of CIF between the Santa Monica Vikings and the Arcadia Apaches, and we are currently watching a very close game right now.
Yes, we are only in the third inning. We haven't had that much action so far. Only 1 hit so far on the Viking side of the game. But, this is what we're expecting here with playoff baseball. Both teams are ready to come out here and win tonight. The Apaches did lose both games last week to Crescenta Valley, putting them in second place of the Pacific League. The Vikings had an overall season record of 14-15, so we're looking for some pretty cool baseball here tonight.
Yeah, and Santa Monica also played Burroughs just like Arcadia did, and they actually lost to Burroughs, so we'll be looking to see Arcadia beat them tonight.
And they did lose 8-6, so hopefully that'll give us some confidence going into this game, knowing that we did already previously beat one of the teams that they lost to. So, yeah, let's hope that we have some good baseball here tonight. Leading off the inning for the Vikings is number 27, Guerrero.
Guerrero pops that first pitch up for the first strike of the inning. Wilson's next pitch is a little bit low, making the count 1-1. puts the next pitch in play.
And that's a single for Guerrero.
Nice ground ball right in that gap there. Exactly what you want to see for somebody to get on base.
And with a runner on and no outs, that brings up number 24, Finkelstein.
He attempts a bunt and is tagged out on his way to first, but the runner who was on first advances to second.
And that brings up the top of the lineup with number 3, Velasquez. He popped out his first at bat.
Wilson's first pitch, number 3, is a ball.
What a great play there by number 88, Jeffrey Castillo, and catcher Ty Santa Ana. Great teamwork there, and that's some perfect defensive skills that you want to see there. And that's perfect, exactly what you're going to see here in playoff baseball.
And it perfectly showcases the arm that Tyus has, and that's definitely one of the reasons why he got picked up to play for college.
Yes, he will be attending UC Santa Barbara in the fall.
That last pitch brings the count to 2-0. And the ball is put in play. And the runner will be safe at first.
And with 2 outs and a runner on first, that brings up number 4, McCormick, who grounded out his first at bat. That's a beautiful pitch there by Chris Wilson. And their first strike.
Had some good speed on it, and it got right by him. He wasn't even sure it had already happened.
See the runner on first thinks about trying to steal for second, then looks at Tyus and changes his mind.
Yeah, that's definitely a big aspect of being a catcher, is making yourself present so that those runners on base don't feel tempted to try and steal. The next pitch is a strike, making the count 1-2. Once again, he fouls that ball off, earning himself another chance at the plate.
With the count being 1-2.
Wilson attempts to throw the runner out at first, but he gets back in time.
And the runner on second attempts to steal, and he will be out. What a great duo there. 2 outs this inning by Tyus and Jeffrey Castillo. That's some great defensive work there.
That was just a beautiful inning, and it shows how much our boys have to actually work together.
And look at the replay there. Runner's not even close to getting a second, and there were balls already down there.
And a play like that definitely shows how much trust a catcher has in his second baseman or his shortstop, whoever's going to be there to catch that ball and tag that runner out.
They definitely have some great communication going on to be able to execute that play as well as they did.
You can definitely tell just by watching these boys play, everybody has their head in the game and they're really focused, making sure that they make their plays and get their at-bats. Once again, we're here at Gambroni Field where we're watching the Apaches take on the Vikings. And this has really so far been a neck-and-neck game. Both teams have been hitting and both teams have been making their outs.
It's a little bit windy here tonight, so we can see what the wind can do play on the ball here, but that definitely didn't affect Tyus and Jeffrey Castillo out there. They made 2 amazing defensive plays this past inning. They caught the runner twice at second for 2 outs. That helps Chris Wilson a lot. He didn't have to do anything to the batter, so yeah, it was definitely a great play there. And leading off the inning is the sophomore, number 22, Dustin Allen. He has 20 hits this season.
His first pitch for the inning is a ball. The umpire calls that second pitch a strike, making the count 1-1. His next pitch is low, almost in the dirt, making the count 2-1. He pops the next pitch up and out behind us out of the park, making the count 2-2.
And he puts that ball into play. That'll be caught by the second baseman and fielded to throw to the first baseman for an out.
Once again, the Arcadia bat boy comes up to clean up that bat for us. A little junior Apache in the making.
And that brings up number 17, James Nagaoka.
He pops the first pitch up as well. This will be his first strike for the inning.
And the pitcher lands kind of funny at the end of that pitch there.
That last pitch was a ball, making the count 2-1 for Nagaoka.
Pitching tonight for the Vikings is number 22. He has 2 wins and a 4.45 ERA.
Nagaoka swung at that last pitch, bringing the count to 2-2. But he puts the next pitch in play. He is safe at first.
can see the replay on that.
It was right in the gap, right where you want it. Once again, it hit the ground right between the infield and outfield.
And with 1 out and a runner on, that brings up number 27, the senior, Chase Peterson. He has 23 hits this season and is one of the few Apaches to hit a home run.
His first pitch is a ball. The pitcher attempts to throw James out at first. The second pitch on Peterson is a strike, making the count 1-1. Once again, the ball is low, and you could tell the catcher thought that Nagaoka was going to try and steal second there. He flipped his mask up and off.
That's a low and outside pitch there to Chase Peterson, bringing the count to 3-1. The pitch has got to be good here for Chase to swing at it.
Once again, they try and pick James off at first, but he makes it back in time.
It's kind of an effortless throw there.
I think they're just trying to scare him back, keep him from going to second.
And another effortless throw there. The crowd does not like that one. Neither does our dugout.
And that is ball 4 for Peterson, and so he will advance to first.
So that with 2 runners on and 1 out, that brings up the top of our lineup, number 13, Jacob Lopez. He grounds it out his first at-bat. He has 13 RBIs this season, so let's see if he can add to that number tonight.
The Apaches only have 1 out right now, so they definitely have a lot of wiggle room to score some runs this inning. The first pitch Lopez sees is a strike. He attempts a bunt on the next pitch, but it goes foul. This makes the count 0-2.
Yeah, because he brings it in. I haven't had lunch in 5 years.
That's a high pitch there. Didn't really look like a pitch, more like a throw.
He puts the next pitch in play.
It's going to be caught and brought in by the left fielder. And with 2 outs and still 2 runners on, That brings up number 7, Tim Van Kirk, who popped out his first at-bat as well.
He's definitely going to be looking to make contact with anything close right here to bring at least one runner in before the end of the inning. The first pitch he sees is a strike.
Pretty low one.
Go, Tim. Take it that way.
Once again, he pops that ball up and out of the field for the second strike of the inning. Once again, Van Kirk fouls that ball off down the first baseline this time.
He has 15 RBIs this season.
He pops the next ball up, and it's caught by the pitcher for the third out of the inning. As you can see from that replay right there, he stumbled a little bit after pitching that ball, but gets back up to make that catch.
Hey, someone pick him up.
Oh, I want cookies. I want a cookie. I don't mean to give you attitude, but I want a cookie.
And starting off the inning for the Vikings is number 4, Iglesias. He grounded out his first at-bat.
Iglesias fouls that first ball off down the third baseline.
And the count on Iglesias is 1-1.
He swings at the next pitch, making the count 1-2. Beautiful hit right down the third base line, but he's thrown out at first.
Great play there by Dominic Tello. And that brings up number 34, Gallegos, who struck out his first at-bat. Chris Wilson has...
From that replay right there, that was a beautiful exhibition of fielding the ball right there, and a beautiful throw to first. First pitch to number 34 is a ball. But it's quickly followed by a strike, making the count 1-1. That'll be another strike, making the count 1-2.
Let's go, Tristan. Here you go, kid. Hey, it's ready to retreat. Let's go. Come on. Let's go, Tristan. Here you go, kid.
The next pitch is a little bit outside, bringing the count to 2-2.
And that's going to be a hit to the shortstop, Jeffrey Castillo, who throws it to first and makes the play on that. That's going to be the second out of the inning. And that brings up number 20, Iglesias, who grounded out his first at-bat.
Iglesias' first pitch is a little bit high for his first ball. Iglesias' count is currently 2-0 with 2 outs for the inning.
And that's in there for a strike, bringing the count to 2-1.
But he puts the next ball in play.
And that's going to be caught by right fielder Dustin Allen.
That was some nice hustle right there for that third out. You can definitely see a difference in pitching for Arcadia and Santa Monica. Arcadia's pitching tends to be more accurate, while Santa Monica tends to give up a lot more balls for their batters.
Yeah, definitely. Now, number 22, he is a senior, but he does only have 2 wins so far this season, and he is pitching a 4.54 ERA, while Chris Wilson has 7 wins and 1 loss, and he has an ERA of less than a run of .88. So the comparison there is very different.
I definitely think this shows the 2 different routes you can take when you're playing in a championship game like this. You can either start with your pitchers who are maybe a little weaker, give them a chance to try and get you to that next inning, or you can throw your stronger pitchers first and start off really strong for the championships.
And leading off the inning for your Apaches is number 88, the junior, Jeffrey Castillo.
He shows a fake bunt right there and pulls back for the first strike.
And he makes contact there. That's high up. And it will be foul.
He'll be called back to home plate for another chance at bat.
Jeffrey Castillo is one of the 5 home runs that we have so far this season.
After watching the last couple of games, he's definitely one of our very strong hitters. He watches that next ball go by as it's too high to be a strike, making the count 1-2.
That one's in the dirt. Good thing for Santa Monica that there wasn't a runner on base.
They definitely would have been stealing if there was a runner on.
And he makes contact there.
That'll earn him another chance at the plate. The next pitch is way outside, making it a full count.
Jeffrey has definitely worked the count.
But he swings at the last pitch, making him the first out for the inning.
And with 1 out, that brings up number 44, Ty Santa Ana. He pops out his first at bat back in the first inning.
Ty's first pitch is a strike. But his next pitch is a little bit too high, making the count 1-1.
That's a low ball there, bringing the count to 1-2.
That'll be Tyus's second strike.
And Tyus is one of our mini seniors who will be attending college in the fall to play baseball. He will be attending UC Santa Barbara.
The last pitch was almost in the dirt, giving Tyus a full count.
This will be the second full count of the inning.
But he puts the ball in play.
It's going to be caught and put away for the second out. And now in the batter's box for the Apaches is number 3, Dominic Tello, also
As you
known as
can
Raider.
see on your screen right there, that ball went straight up, and it was an easy catch for the center fielder.
Raider popped out his first at bat.
And he'll pop up to start this first inning with a strike.
Swings at a high pitch there, bringing the count to 0-2. That one's hit hard foul.
He puts the ball in play and is thrown out by the third baseman for the third out of the inning. This is definitely shaping up to be a good game right here.
Not much action on the hitting sides, but great pitching from both teams, and that gives us a fast game. We're already in the 5th inning, and it hasn't even been an hour of game time.
Yeah, earlier this week, the boys were talking a lot about how the Vikings' record at the end of the season was 14-15, and then the Apaches have a record of 23-2, and they just couldn't believe that they were playing a game with such an even record.
A losing record, in fact. It's not even a 500 record. It's below 500, but you have different leagues and the divisions. It just all depends on who you play, and
But I
14
think,
wins could be better than the 23 wins. It just depends on the level of competition that you're going up against.
and they're definitely showing they have what it takes to stand with the Apaches right now, and that you can't always go based off of what it says on paper.
And leading off for the Vikings this inning is number 21, the designated hitter Melendez. And still on the mound for your Apaches is number 21, Chris Wilson. So we'll see 21 versus 21 here. He struck out looking his first at bat by a beautiful pitch by Chris. And he checks his swing there.
Yeah, he almost swung at that first pitch, but he checked it up, and it'll be called a ball by the umpire.
And he fouls that one back. Bringing the count to 1-1.
Once again, he fouls that ball backwards, making the count 1-2. But he puts the next ball in play, and it's fielded by our second baseman for the first out of the inning.
And that brings up number 32, Downing, who singled his first at-bat.
The first pitch on number 32 is called a ball. But he puts that next pitch in play. That was a beautiful stop by our shortstop, Jeffrey Castillo, right there, but he overthrew it, so the runner will be safe at 1. As you can see there, he puts it into play and stops it.
It's a good thing they were able to keep control under the ball somewhat so that the runner didn't advance to second. And the ball is fouled back by number 8, Gutierrez, who grounded out his first at-bat.
This will be his first strike for the inning with 1 out. Next pitch for Gutierrez is a strike, bringing the count to 0-2. Chris's next pitch appears to be outside of that strike zone, making the count 1-2. And he swings at the next pitch, making him the second out for the inning.
And that brings up number 27, Guerrero, who singled his first at-bat. That was a beautiful strikeout by Christopher Wilson.
First ball is in the dirt, and Tyus hustles to get a hold of it so that the runner on first does not advance to second.
I used to.
Wilson's next pitch is low as well, making the count 2-0.
And that's hit through the gap. So that'll be the second single of the night for number 27, Guerrero.
Tim Van Kirk actually dived to try and stop that ball, but it got past him by just a little bit.
Great effort there. And with 2 outs and 2 on, that brings up number 24, Finkelstein, who attempted to bunt his first at bat.
Looks like Santa Monica's switching out their runner on second and putting in a pinch runner.
Looks like they subbed in brothers. Number 32 Downing for number 1, Caleb Downing. Brothers, cousins.
The batter takes his time getting into that box right there.
And that's hit up. And that's going to be easily caught and put away for the third out by your pitcher, number 21, Chris Wilson. So we got into a little bit of a quiggle there. We had runners on first and second, but Chris did a great job and was able to get that third and final out and be able to move on without any damage done to the scoreboard.
Very similar to what happened, I believe it was last half inning actually, where the pitcher actually caught that ball for the third out.
And as you can see here on the replay, just looks up and he catches the ball and puts it away.
You could kind of see him throw his arms out there telling his first baseman and his third baseman, hey, stop, I got this. And that just shows you the kind of communication that our team has out there on the field. That first pitch is put in play.
That's going to be some great contact there for Andrew Skinner. See if he can get 2. And he's in there for a leadoff double for the Arcadia Apaches. What a great piece of hitting there by Andrew, also known as Moose.
Looked like he was safe by a mile right there. Probably didn't need to dive, but it sure looked good.
And that'll bring up the sophomore, number 22, Dustin Allen. You can see on the replay there, that's hit just down the line.
Deep into left field. the boys in the dugout are a little angry right there because the pitcher looked like he was going to try and throw our runner on 2 out.
Dustin has 10 RBIs this season and with a runner on second. Let's hope he can make that so we can have something on the scoreboard. He's going to bunt there. And he's going to be safe at first. So we have runners on first and third. That's a great piece of hitting there by Dustin. Perfectly executed bunt. Hit it down the line, and with his speed, he was able to make it down there safely.
Beautiful play right there. Shows you what happens when you can make contact with the ball and keep going. And we can definitely look for a steal probably coming up in the next couple of pitches so that we can advance that runner to second and put our runners in scoring position.
And it looks like the coach is going to come out here and have a talk with this pitcher. Maybe change him or just give him a little pep talk with confidence. But you do have runners on first and third in the 5th inning. You're going into the later innings, want to make sure that you don't do too much damage. But on the Arcadia, on the flip side, you want to make sure that you do damage.
Like you said, we are in the bottom of the 5th inning right now, and our Arcadia boys have definitely had time to read their pitcher, figure out what he's going to pitch, maybe figure out what he's going to pitch next, know if it's going to be slow, know if it's going to be fast, and that's definitely a threat for Santa Monica. And it looks like their pitcher will stay in this game. Looks like the coach just wanted to give him a little moment to breathe right there.
And it looks like that's going to bring up number 17, James Nagaoka. He has 5 RBIs this season with runners on first and third, and no outs.
He puts that first ball in play.
And that's going to bring in a run. That'll be the first run for the Apaches here. That's great hitting there for James Nagaoka. That'll be his 6th RBI.
This brings the score to 1-0 in favor of Arcadia, and both of our runners will be safe.
And that's just what the Apaches needed here. They needed to get something on the board so they have the confidence. So Chris Wilson has the confidence when he comes back out here and pitch. As you can see on the replay here, runner on third is easily able to come home.
Yeah, he looked over his shoulder real quick right there, saw it was going far, and took off for home.
It's a great job there done by James Nagaoka. And with still 2 runners on first and second, that'll bring up number 27, Chase Peterson.
There's still no outs for this inning, so we can definitely look for a lot more runs to be coming in.
Chase has 17 RBIs on the season. And the second baseman, or shortstop, does a little trick there to try and get the runner back on second. That's going to be a bunt there. That's going to advance the runners to second, third, and it's foul.
Yeah, that was picked up foul, so our batter will return to the plate, and all the runners will go back to their original base.
Great effort there by Chase, though.
That's one of those plays. It's always hard as a fielder because you never know if the ball's actually going to roll foul or not.
So you don't know if you want to pick it up or not, but they did a good job communicating there and realizing the ball is going to go foul. So kept it there and was able to keep the runners from advancing.
Once again, he bunts.
And the runner will be safe at third.
This will load the bases for the Apaches, but it looks like Santa Monica does not like this call.
No, they have a problem with that call, especially the pitcher there. They're really upset with that. Arguing's not going to get you anything here, though. They're not going to change the umpire's mind.
But when you're this late in the game, it's a CIF game, and you don't want to go home, you're going to fight for every little thing you can get. So we'll watch this replay right here.
Yeah, he's safe and in there before the tag is applied.
That was a beautiful slide right there, and it looked like he got in there just before he was able to tag him.
I believe that is a force play, though.
So that'll be what the umpires are looking at right here. Was the third baseman there first, or was the runner there first?
And they overturned the call without even seeing a replay. Nick Lemus does not like that. He's going to talk to the head coach about that.
The Arcadia crowd does not like this either.
No, they shouldn't be able to do that.
So let's watch this again right here one more time.
And the umpires don't have access to the replay, so it's not like they're seeing anything. It's all just talk. And this is going to rattle the pitcher.
Just watching that replay right there, it did look like our runner was there first, but we'll see what the umpire has to say. And one more time, this replay right here looks like he was in there definitely before the third baseman could tag him. And it's really close right there as to whose foot was in there first, but it looks like our runner may have been in there just about a few inches before he was. And the umpires will leave it as an out. Here's that replay for you one more time.
See, the runner gets his foot in there. He's on the base. Before he catches it, that's another umpiring call we have.
But once again, that was a force play, so all the third baseman had to do was tag that base with the ball in his glove.
Nick Lemus is not okay with that call, though. But that'll bring up the top of our lineup, number 13, Jacob Lopez, who grounded out his first at-bat.
Lopez's first pitch is a strike. There's only one out for the Apaches right now.
I'm going to swing and miss at that one, bringing the count to 1-1.
The next ball is low, just out of the strike zone. He puts that ball up in the air.
Center fielder calls for it. It's going to be caught and put away for the second out. Should have been the first out, though. And that brings up number 7, Tim Vankirk.
He is stepping up to the plate with 2 outs on him, and Arcadia is still in the lead with 1 run.
He's attempting the bunt here. The pitcher's going to bobble the ball. So that means bases are loaded. That's a great play there by Tim. You know, you just had that play at third where the call was controversial, but you're able to load back the bases there and with only an out. So here, let's look at the replay. He slips as he tries to get the ball, and he isn't able to get up on time to make the play. And you can see his frustration there when he lets go of the ball.
Looked like there wasn't really any communication there between the pitcher and the catcher, and the pitcher just went for it.
But with bases loaded and 2 outs, that'll bring up number 88, Jeffrey Castillo.
Castillo's first pitch is above his head for the first ball.
He's gonna lunge at that one there.
This will make his count 1-1.
Sally really wanted that one.
Jeffrey's one of our strong hitters, and we can definitely expect him to make some contact right here.
So 385 batting average.
Next pitch is low, making the count 2-1.
Hey, pop him up right here. Pop him up, let's go. Go, Jeff.
The pitcher attempts to throw the runner on second out, but he gets back to the base in time. Jeffrey swings at the next pitch, making the count 2-2.
Runners will be running on any contact here.
You can tell he wants to make that contact, though.
And that's a high pitch there. That's going to be full count for Jeffrey Castillo.
He's going to be looking for anything close to that strike zone right here, looking to make contact and bring at least one runner home.
You have a lot of pressure here on the pitcher. You either walk in or run, or you strike out with bases loaded, which will be a big confidence booster. And that's going to be fouled back into the stands here.
It'll go over the fence and land in the bleachers right here, almost hitting a couple of fans. That was some nice hustle by the catcher right there, trying to get back and see where that ball was going.
And that's going to give us one more pitch for this at-bat, at least. And the pitcher, number 22, Jerry Ledden, is going to walk in a run. So that's going to be a run scored by James Nagaoka, number 17. He hit in the first run for the Apaches and scored the second run. So with bases loaded and 2 outs, that'll bring up the power hitter and catcher senior, number 44, Ty Santa Ana.
The Apaches definitely have a little 2-out rally going right here, and they're going to try and capitalize off of their bases loaded right here.
That's going to be hit by Santa Tyus and caught and put away for the 3rd out.
And that'll be the 3rd out for this inning. That was probably the longest inning we've had yet.
So you had 2 runs scored there by the Apaches. Those some great pieces of hitting there. An interesting call there by the umpire at third base.
Yeah, that was
but that didn't affect
definitely
anything.
An interesting inning. Some controversy right there at third base, and it just shows you how everybody has their heart and soul in this game, and they are willing to do whatever it takes to make it happen.
And that's what you get when you have CIF playoff baseball.
Sixth inning, 2-run lead. Season may continue.
And let's look one more time at the replay here that happened on third. So you
He
can
takes
see
his lead off of second. And he doesn't look back. He has his eye on that base the whole time.
he slides into third here. can see his foot makes contact with the base right about here.
Yeah, and it looks like that third baseman had his foot in just after that, and it was so close, and the umpires don't have access to the video that we're seeing here, so that was definitely a tough call for them to make.
And to originally call it safe and then have the other team's coach come out and call it an out, that's
That
not
was
really
a huge
cool.
Controversy right there. Arcadia definitely wasn't too happy about that, but it definitely shows you how much the umpires rule this game and how they can, I don't want to say be swayed, but that's kind of what it sounds like.
And on the mound again for the Apaches is number 21, Chris Wilson. Leading off the inning for the Vikings is number 3, their leadoff hitter, Velasquez, who singled his last at bat. And in the bullpen warming up for the Apaches is Jacob Morales.
Number 3's first pitch of this inning is a strike. Definitely something you want to see after coming off of a strong inning like that for the Apaches. And that last pitch was a little bit low and outside, making the count 1-1. Once again, that ball's just outside the strike zone, bringing the count to 2-1.
And that's a beautiful pitch there by Chris. That'll be in there for a strike.
That ball was definitely hard to read. It kind of arched into that strike zone, and it was really slow.
That was a beautiful pitch.
He puts that next ball into play, and it's caught by our shortstop.
And that'll be an out. And with one out, that brings up number 4, McCormick. See the replay there. It's hit hard to number 88, Jeffrey Castillo, and he throws it over to the first baseman.
He had the runner out by, looked like a mile right there.
And he tries to bunt here. The ball will go foul.
Number 4 will be called back to the plate. That'll be his first strike of the inning.
Down in front. Hey, coach.
It's going to be fouled back. And that's a strikeout for Chris Wilson.
You can definitely tell the batter thought that that was going to be called a ball right there.
There's our little bat boy coming out there, giving more balls to the umpire. And with 2 outs and no runners on, that brings up number 34, Gallegos, who grounds out his first at bat.
He fouls that first ball backwards for the first strike. And the second pitch is right in that strike zone there.
Arcadia High School. By and large, you have to win 14
The next pitch is a little low, bringing the count to 1-2.
You never saw me playing baseball.
And he's going to strike him out looking. What a great job done there by Chris Wilson. 2 strikeouts in a row. Get one of them looking to end the inning. It's a great job
You
there.
can see he watches that ball go right by him right there. He wasn't really sure what to do. It was a nice fast pitch right there. And it definitely sounded like our crowd was happy with that inning. It looks like Santa Monica will leave their pitcher in for another inning.
And leading off the inning for your Apaches is number 3, Dominic Tello.
He will foul that first ball off for the first strike of the inning. He fouls the second pitch off as well. Tello battles back once again and fouls that third pitch off. Count still 0-2.
Pretty damn good. Yeah. This is the only high school field in Arcadia. Yes.
And that's going to be hit over the first baseman. He's going to look for 2, and he's going to get 2.
That was beautiful. That was a beautiful hit right there, right down that first base line, excuse me, where the right fielder can't get to it easily.
Yeah, that's great hitting. So with a runner on second, that's going to bring up number 25, Andrew Skinnell.
That was a beautiful continuation of the last inning right there. Just what we want to see as we get closer to the end of this game.
It's like a golf driver. Yeah.
He's gonna bunt here. And there's a little bit of defensive miscommunication there. First baseman goes up a little bit and is off the base, so second baseman has to come and cover, but didn't quite get there on time.
This makes both of our runners safe on first and third.
Great job there on the bunt. So with the runner on first and third, that's going to bring up number 22, Dustin Allen.
Plays like that last one definitely show a little bit of a lack in the communication between Santa Monica.
And the coach is going to come out here and talk to his pitcher.
Bakery quality.
Oh, you want a new ball in life? Okay.
Looks like they're talking to him, making sure that he's okay to continue pitching this game. And they will leave him in for another round.
There are no outs so far.
Once again, we have runners on first and third, so we can definitely look for our runner on first to be aggressive right here.
As you can see in the stands, there aren't that many people here today compared to previous games that we've had against rival CV.
The umpire calls that first pitch a strike.
He's going to swing at that one, bringing the count to 0-2.
He can play college. Small guy.
The pitcher attempts to throw the runner on first out, and
He's
he
gonna
gets
get
stuck
in
in
a
a pickle. They tag our runner on first out on his way back to first, and tag our runner on third out on his way to home.
It's going to be a double play there.
That was a beautiful double play. Not so great for the Apaches, but definitely the kind of play we're looking for in a CIF game.
That takes away the runners on base.
And
it's two outs.
But he puts the next ball in play.
And that's going to be a hit. He's going to try for two. Just kidding. He's going to say it first. Got to be safe there. You're at 2 outs. You don't want to end the inning.
Yeah, that was definitely a close call right there. It looked like the right fielder almost had it, but it just got by him.
As you can see on the replay, he runs in there, almost gets it, but it bounces before it's able to get in his glove.
Looks like their second baseman went for that ball as well.
So that'll bring up number 17, James Nagaoka.
The runner on first attempts to steal second, but is tagged out.
The Arcadia stands is upset. I think the pitcher had a balk.
The ball was definitely there before him.
That was a rough little inning there for the Apaches.
Yeah, they definitely started out really well, had their runners in the right position, no outs, and then we just had that small little hiccup right there, and we got both of our runners out in one shot.
That'll bring us to the top of the 7th inning, 7th and final inning, if Santa Monica is unable to tie it up.
Yeah, once again, Arcadia is ahead right now. They have 2 runs, and Santa Monica has none, so they're definitely going to be looking to take it almost easy this game, not make anything too crazy, and just play simple baseball.
You just stuck it on my pants.
That's what I said.
And leading off the inning for the Vikings is number 20, Iglesias. He struck out looking. That's going to be hit back to the mound and hit Chris Wilson. But he's going to record the out there.
That was a nice, easy play right there. Beautiful thinking.
Looks like his player's just checking on him and making sure he's okay. You can see that right there. Hits him back in the elbow area. But he's able to get back up and make the play. So that'll bring up number 21, the designated hitter, Melendez.
And that next pitch is a little bit low. This makes the count 2-0.
And that's going to be hit foul. So the runner will have to come back.
That'll be his first strike. The next pitch is low as well, making the count 3-1. The ball's put in play right down the center of the field.
And that's going to bring a runner on base for Santa Monica. So with one runner on and one out, that'll bring up number 32, Downing, who has 2 singles tonight.
And Coach Lemus calls timeout to give his pitcher a little bit of a breather right here.
And they're going to switch pitchers here. So Chris Wilson is done. He had a great game tonight. He allowed 0 runs, only a few hits. Had some great defensive plays here tonight. Great job done by Chris Wilson. So that brings up the senior, number 24, Jacob Morales, who will be closing out tonight's game.
You got any napkins in there? Kid hit your coffee and spilled it.
What?
Hey, you got something? Okay, the jerk.
So Jacob Morales will be pitching to number 32, Downing, with 1 out and a runner on first.
So once again, pitching for the Apaches to close out this game right here is Jacob Morales, number 24, and he is a senior this year.
We'll be attending University of Hawaii in the fall.
It's a great way to end your senior year with the CIF shot.
And that's going to be hit hard. But that's going to be caught and put away by the right fielder.
That's the second out for the inning, bringing the Apaches 1 out closer to ending the game.
And then there was another guy named Dyson. Yeah. We got thank you.
And that's going to bring up what hopefully is the last at-bat of the game, number 8, Gutierrez.
Old school.
The first pitch Gutierrez sees is a ball.
Not bad. Younger than that.
He fouls that next pitch back, making the count 1-1.
Oh, when I was there, it was I don't see him too much anymore. I hear he's not doing that well.
That's going to be hit, and that's going to be caught, and that'll record the final out of the game. Your Apaches on top, 2-0 against Santa Monica.
This means that they will move on to the next round of CIF and have a game sometime next week.
It's a great way to end the game there. Great quick play there. We had a great outing tonight. You had great pitching. Our offense came alive a little bit. We did get a little bit of mixed up there in the 6th inning, but overall it was a good game for the Apaches.
Yeah, as you can see right here on the replay, it was just amazing. He had his baseball cap on, he was thinking, and he knew to get that out right there at second. And here we go, some highlights from this game today.
Somebody told me, somebody said something about the basketball game. She knows about that. You know who this guy is? It's hard to tell her. I know who he
One more time, some highlights from the game right here.
Great quick play there by Jeffrey Castillo to get it out.
That was some beautiful footwork right there. Apaches had some great footwork throughout the whole game, making sure that they made those plays.
Here we have a play where our runners made the right fielder made a great run. Let's record that out there.
There were a lot of balls that were hit to the outfield today, and the outfields on both teams made some phenomenal catches.
And you can see the hit there. That was a beautiful hit. Just past the third baseman and stayed fair.
I believe that was one of the plays that allowed us to score.
This field is well made.
And that was Andrew Scannell's double.
I believe he was one of 2 doubles that we had today. The Apaches had a lot of great bunts today that actually resulted in a lot of our players being safe.
Good as AAA.
And right here, I believe you will see that controversial play where we got an out.
Streaming. That's a great thing about YouTube. You can stream your channel. Oh, I have a brand new audience. Gets on live YouTube and sells dresses. Oh, she's on YouTube. People are watching the show. They're calling in, and they can tell how many people are watching. She's selling Stand next to the microphone.
I'm Dustin Allen, Chris Wilson. Great job today on the win, guys. How did losing last week against CV affect your guys' mindset of coming into today's game?
I think getting swept last week, it just brought us all together. We had a good week of practice, knowing we had a lot of stuff to work on. And yeah, we just got a lot closer and realized that it's do or die now. So yeah.
And you guys had a pretty great game today. You got a little bit mixed up there back in the 6th inning. You slid in a third, and there was a kind of a controversial call. Can you tell me what happened?
Oh, well, you know, it was first and second, so we knew we were going to sack. But I was just trying to get a read. The first pitch, he fouled off. I saw the third baseman was pushing in, so I tried to get a good jump because I saw no one covering. But the second bunt, he came in with a curveball, and it was a little closer to the mound, so the pitcher was able to pick it up. But I just ran hard, and the umpire got a little mixed up. Thought it was a tag play, but it ended up being a force, so it got overturned.
And you guys played great today. Continue to go CIF to keep this game going alive.
We've been working really hard in practice, more live situations mostly, facing our live pitchers because we feel we have the best talent around right now. So facing our pitchers that we feel we could be successful against our own, we could be successful against anyone.
Thank you. See you next week as the Arcadia Apaches will advance to the next round of CIF.